Well, greetings everyone and welcome to the latest video here on my channel. Here is a look at 5 of Australia's marsupial wildlife. The biodiversity in this country is absolutely amazing, and how the different animals and birds have evolved to look so different than anything else on the planet. First up, we have an animal which I've loved my entire life, with my earliest memory of being handed my first ever teddy bear, and it was a koala bear all the way from Australia. These beautiful little guys are the staple and symbol of Australian culture. Do you know why koala bears are actually called koala bears when they're not even bears? They're not related to bears whatsoever. The reason for this misnomer is when the European settlers arrived in Australia and first started to explore, they categorised them as pouched bears, hence their Latin name Phascolarcus cinereus. Try and say that 3 times fast. Here, I hope I got the pronunciation correct at least. I'll put the name up on screen for you. These cuddly little guys are no way related to bears whatsoever. They are, in fact, marsupials, like all the other animals on this list today. We filmed this in Edinburgh Zoo and we were so lucky. First time seeing 2 females, was the first time ever seeing a koala bear live, and it was 2 females and a male. The 2 females were just after having baby joeys, as you can see here, one of them climbing up on his mummy's back. We just sat there in awe for nearly an hour watching these beautiful teddy bears with the baby bears on the back, and then to see the male who was kept separate, like he was out there doing his job, and then they kept the male separate, and there's the baby asleep. And there's the male there asleep. That's what they do for most of the day, eat and sleep. But I thought that was a perfect photograph. Up next, we've got one of the most recognisable and well-known marsupials on the planet, and that's the kangaroo. And of course, actually neither of them are kangaroos. The 2 smaller ones are actually wallabies. The kangaroo there is on the left. Yeah, he's a big kangaroo. He's a big grey kangaroo. But the wallabies are a distinct species. But where we actually filmed this, they had both of them together. Both species are truly unique and both are completely different in their own way. For example, did you know both of them can't actually move their legs independently? So they can't run, so that's the reason why they hop. With those enlarged hind feet and a strong tail to help them hop, they can actually hop 10 feet vertically, or they can reach up to speeds of 30 miles an hour. Again, we were so blessed. Look at that baby joey in the mummy's pouch. We were so lucky in capturing these both the wallabies there and the kangaroo, that we actually seen the babies in their pouches. It was the first time ever we seen either one of the species, and especially was the first time we ever seen baby joeys in their mummy's pouches. The 4 main species of kangaroo in Australia is the eastern grey, the western grey, the red kangaroo, and the Philippine kangaroo. Sadly, both kangaroos and wallabies are actually hunted. Kangaroos for their meat and wallabies for their fur. Did you know that the Netherlands is actually the largest importer of kangaroo products in the world? Next up, these ones were an absolute amazement to me when I actually first was researching them. The tree kangaroo is one of the most amazing creatures, and as I said, I didn't even know these beautiful creatures existed until I started doing some research about Chester Zoo in the UK. The first time we seen these guys was, as I said, in Chester, at the end of a long hard day filming, and all we wanted to do was actually get home, but we said we had to go up and see if we could get, we had about 5-10 minutes left. And we said we had to go up and see if we could try and see them. But all we got was side views and the views of their backs. And we said, we're gonna have to go back. But that was the end of the second day filming and we had to go home. So, back to Ireland. So, we went up to Belfast Zoo and this is where I got this footage. of the three kangaroos in Belfast Zoo. Sadly, it's inside, but still, it just shows how cute and how absolutely amazing these guys actually are. And hidden high in the treetops of the rainforests in northern Australia and New Guinea, it's actually amazing to think that a kangaroo is living in trees. But as far as science and biology is concerned, and biologists are concerned, that all kangaroos once lived in the trees, and as a species evolved and they migrated down to become ground kangaroos over millions of years, though some returned to the trees and adapted an arboreal lifestyle, which is truly amazing. Like, they have a really, really strong and bushy tail, and they use that for balancing while walking across branches. Next up was a complete shock to me. It's an albino grey kangaroo. These guys are only 1 in every 50,000 births. So they're extremely, extremely rare, but also very, very beautiful. Last but not least is the small marsupial, the Tasmanian Devil. On the list it looks something totally different than anything else. They look nothing like a kangaroo or a wallaby or even a koala bear. They look more like a small rodent with a very strong tail. These guys are the only true marsupial carnivores, with a diet which consists totally of meat. Funny enough, one of the weirdest facts I have ever stated on this channel is some Tasmanian devils has been seen by biologists sleeping on the inside of carcass of dead animals so they can wake up and continue feeding. They would normally consume about 1/3 of their body weight per day in meat. They're kind of cute in their own way. If you look at them, they look nothing like Taz, the cartoon character. For those of you who have stuck around to the end of the video, here's some amazing facts about Tasmanian Devil. They've actually got one of the most powerful bites in the animal kingdom due to their muscular jaw. They also store all their extra fat in their tail. They're mainly scavengers, feeding on wherever meat they can find. The Tasmanian Devils were actually once found all over mainland Australia, but now are only found in Tasmania. Folks, I hope you really enjoyed this video. It was a pleasure to make. Why is there a Mara there? But thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye bye.